All right, today is day 8 of documenting the creation and update of YouHook.com, the rental marketplace, the peer-to-peer rental marketplace for renting anything. Let's get right into it. Day number 8. So, let me just get the screen on. Bam. So, I'm going to start off with what Daniel did today. He's not in the office, he's actually at home working. And yeah, so he basically continued the notification center. He basically started doing the sequences and kind of what all the functions will be. We finalized the design. As you can see, here is the final design that we have going on. It's similar to Apple's notifications. However, it's different because it's on a website and it's never really been done before. All of the other websites that we've seen kind of that are similar to our website that we're creating have kind of like this simple notification design, but honestly, we're just trying to take it a step further. And also, we recently started doing a course on web design, and we're kind of learning the differences between UX design and UI design. And we're not like 100% experts in web design, but we're just trying our very best just to get something out there for the best price possible. And I'm not going to say we're 100% experts on web design, but we're just trying to do what we can, and this is what we got so far. So my point was, like, we're not 100% sure that it's going to click well with users when the website is live, but it's better than the potato that we have now. Like, I showed you guys the potato, I believe, like on day 2 or day 1. Like, the website we have now is absolutely garbage. The main point of this update is just to get something that doesn't look like trash and that is at least somewhat usable. Then once we have proof of concept, once we have users, once we have rental shops, once we have a user base, then we can actually hire a UX designer and hire a UI designer and actually update the website to make it stand out like fucking crazy and make it super, super nice. But for now, we're just doing what we got. So the one thing that we just decided to do was kind of change up how the notifications show up. So here's what we got going on. These are the notifications. They're pretty straightforward as I'm looking through what he did here. It's pretty straightforward. Like if you click the X button, right? You click the X button, you can clear all the transaction notifications, right? He basically did what happens when you go to each tab, right? You go to the active rentals tab, all the active rental notifications show up. And another cool thing about our notification compared to other websites is when you actually click on the notification, it goes away. So if this was like a message over here and I clicked on it, it would take me to the messages and it would open up the message, and then this notification would not be there anymore. And an active rental notification, right? If I clicked on it, it would take me to the active rentals and it would take me to the task that I need to complete, and it would actually go away. So that's pretty cool, I thought. So it's kind of like peace of mind. Like, if you see that your notifications are clear, then you know that, oh yeah, I'm good to go. But if it's like fucking backed up like this much, then like you're doing something wrong. You gotta get on top of your shit and clear those notifications. That's kind of the psychology or whatever that we were thinking of when we were designing it this way. Anyway, let's continue forth. This is all just simple stuff. This is interesting. I've never seen this before. Okay. So it looks like he has it that when you expand a notification, it actually says the title of the notification type. So if you expand system updates, it'll tell you all your system update notifications. Now, the thing I'm looking at it right now, it looks too complicated here and it looks kind of crowded. Like, I don't really understand what's going on here. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that and kind of see what's gonna happen. But it's not looking too good. But it's decent for now. Let's see what else we got. Right, we got more. Select. What does select do? delete. Interesting. Undo functions. All right. This is kind of confusing. I don't really understand what's going on here. I believe he made it that you can delete the notifications, which I don't think is useful, because the reason why I'm saying I don't think it's useful is because literally if you highlight, look, check this out. If you highlight the notification, like I literally just showed you, right? If you highlight on top of the notification, you get the X. And once you click the X, you can clear all your notifications. Now, I don't really understand what this is for, because this is kind of just repetitive, right? He added a selecting, look right here. He added a portion where you can select, and then you can go through and select each notification you want to delete. But I think that's kind of repetitive and redundant if you can already just click the X. So I'm going to ask him to actually remove that, because it doesn't really make any sense. And I believe that is all he did for the day. What is this? Notifications. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just writing out the type of notifications that we're going to need to incorporate in here. Right, this is just blank pages, like how it shows up if you don't have any notifications. But yeah, okay. So now I'm going to show you what I was doing, and we'll start with the rental manager. Starting up with the rental manager, let's get right into it. So the first thing I did was I finally updated all of the color palette for the denied, approved, canceled, requested rental requests. As you can see, this is the updated palette. Before, it used to be all kind of too neon-y, too bright, not that nice, not that clean to look at, you know, with the eye. Kind of hurts your eye a little bit. It's a little bit of an eyesore. But we updated all of that. We updated everything. We actually updated the buttons here. The approve button, as well as the deny button color, which I might change. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have to get a second opinion on it. Not really sure. But all this comes back to the fact, like what I was saying before, is we're not actually going to know if it's good or not until we get the live users, and then until we see the actual UX experience. I mean, the UX experience is retarded. I don't know why I just said that. User experience. UX stands for user experience. Until we actually see the user experience, then we're going to know if what we did here was good or not. But it's probably going to be okay at the beginning. It'll be usable. And yeah, the last thing I was working on is just getting the active rentals started and set up. I'm kind of referencing this over here. But here's what we got so far. It's not going to look like this. This is just like trying to visualize what's going on. But, you know, you got your start rental, you got your end rental after the renter says that he returned it. And we're going to split it up into two sections, active rentals and upcoming rentals. And then you'll get all your upcoming rentals, meaning the rental requests that you accepted. And then you'll receive, and then once you start the rental, right, because you'll get the option to start rental, it'll move into active rentals right there. So without dragging it out too long, the last thing that I did since I started doing this web design course, because I think, you know, you might as well take it seriously if we're already at it, I started making a color palette that the web designers will follow, because I realized that we're kind of just randomly choosing colors here. And this is the color palette so far. I'm not super satisfied with it yet, but we will. I'm not done the color palette, but it will be done, and I will show you hopefully tomorrow when that is done. But that is it for day number 8 of updating you every single day on the creation and the update of YouHook.com.